Hello and welcome to TreeTops Tarot, where we're climbing to the treetops for a fresh perspective. My name is Renee and I'll be reading for you today. Hey Capricorn, how's it going? First off, I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. Woo! That's the good stuff. I'm reading this week, March 18th to 24th. If you're new to my channel, I put out new videos every week on every Sunday for all 12 star signs. So right now I'm going to be doing Capricorn. We're doing March 18th to 24th. Let's get going. Spirit, I'm just asking for some guidance for the sign of Capricorn. We're looking at March 18th to 24th. Can you please bring forward any sort of messages that they need to know, anything that would be valuable for them to see, hear, or feel for only their highest and their greatest good? Spirit, thank you. Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn's ready. Okay, so you might be a little bit feeling a little bit stuck in your head this week, Capricorn. Actually, let's just grab this Whispers of Love. I'm doing the Whispers of Love also along with my tarot. So like this is an oracle card deck, but it's so gorgeous, and I find it really complements the tarot reads really well. So we're just gonna pull one of these and see what we've got to say about that. Aww. Okay, so there's a bit of mental stuff kind of going on this week. Mental is in like in your mind, you kind of hashing things over. I don't know if you've had some kind of a disagreement or some sort of a fight or something like that with somebody, but it's sort of like petty kind of drama. So we've got the Five of Wands coming off the bat. So this is sort of like a mental kind of card, but this can also be like workplace drama or drama with your spouse or drama with your friends or family or whatever. Just some kind of like drama, like petty sort of like just like, you know, things not totally lining up and everybody's kind of like, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. It's like sort of like an egotistical kind of feeling card, I would say, that really I'm right sort of thing. And I do feel like this could have something to do with a male in your life. This is somebody that's very intellectual. This is somebody that has like a very strong mind and a sharp wit. This is somebody that a lot of the time can be in a position that has to do with like needing to use your mind a lot. So like a lawyer, like a doctor, or somebody working with numbers like an accountant or something like that. But it's somebody that's very, very secure in their views and opinions. They have very strong views and opinions. And I almost feel like too, it might be a little bit of you, like that might be a little bit of how you are as well. I know you are an earth sign, but having this sort of I'm sort of right and my way is right kind of thing, and that could be why we have the Five of Wands coming in that way. And I feel like there's something happening with this where it's sort of like sometimes it's like that whole thing, pick your battles, right? And so sometimes it's like, you know, you have the Four of Wands right next to all these cards, which I find really interesting because it's almost like you are in between things being like happy and like abundant and like feeling like good, happy family times. And then we've got this kind of stick in the mud sort of character. Like, it's not like he's bad or anything like that, but it's just this like energy of being very, you know, solid and like, and in those ways, like very in those ways. And then you've got the mind kind of next to it. So it's almost like this is, you can either be this, or you can have this. And it's about choosing like what matters to you more, you know? Does it matter that you're right? Or does it matter that you have peace and harmony in your family, or in your relationships, or in your workplace? Does it matter that you're always right and you need to be always in that space and you need to be viewed that way by everybody? Because that is a losing goddamn battle. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, if you always need to be right, you're going to be exhausted. You probably already are exhausted. This could not necessarily be you too. This could also be somebody in your life that you're dealing with that always needs to be right. Like always. And that is an exhausting person to be in. And it's almost kind of coming in the way between you and that. So I almost feel like there's one side of this read that could go in a direction of saying, you need to pick your battles and realize that being right all the time isn't the most important thing. What's most important is that harmonious state. And if you can get yourself back to that, that's like, you know, that's better in a lot of situations. There's some things absolutely that need to be hashed out. You need to dig your heels in, but not everything and not a lot of things. So it's either that or it's somebody being like this in your life and it's causing this disruption and it's causing this upheaval. And we've got the whispers of love kind of creeping in here and saying, turn on your heart light and reflect on a time when you experienced love. And I feel like that's almost love for this person that's being like a little bit challenging, or this could be yourself as well. So again, I'm kind of doing a dual read at the exact same time. So I hope you guys are following whatever angle you're at. But it's like turning on your heart light. So it's like turning, so it's like being able to look at this person from a position of being like, you know, maybe he always wants to be right because when he grew up, like his parents just like constantly told him that he was wrong at everything. And so now he has this deep-seated like need to be right all the time because otherwise he's not worthy of being loved, you know? And then you think about a little kid feeling like that, like a 5-year-old kid, and you're like, that's fucking sad. And you hold empathy and you have love for them because you understand why they got to that point, you know? And there's a lot of release that can happen with people when you can kind of dig deeper into who they are and try to understand them, because everybody is justified in a way in how they present themselves and in what they do, and in their perception it's just because it's like, well, you know, they feel this way, and if you were to be raised and grow in that same environment, you would maybe be dealing with that situation in the same way. So it's about digging a little bit deeper and finding some empathy for that situation. Not to say that, yeah, that person can just run their mouth and be an asshole all the time, but trying to find some understanding, trying to find some love and some patience for that person. Because if that person's in your life and you obviously have good times with them and you have love with them, it doesn't mean they're a total wankwad, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that. It just means that they have their own demons that they're kind of working through, you know? And then also this is about turning on your own heart light and allowing yourself to, you know, not need to be in the right all the time, like not need to be right about things, like let things go for the sake of finding peace within your own life. If something really matters to you, absolutely speak up, but there's a huge strength in picking your battles and figuring out what is worth it to hold that energy with and what's not. So I'm going to leave it there for this week, Capricorn. I like that message for you guys. I do want to thank you so much for being here with me, for watching my channel, for subscribing. If you hit the notification button when you subscribe, it'll message you like when I upload, because I don't have a specific time I put all the videos up. I just put them up when I can. So yeah, definitely subscribe, and I will plan on seeing you next week, and have a great weekend, rest of your weekend. Bye.